Alright, looks like we won the die roll. We're against a. Okay, draw a card. Okay, I remember this one. So he's probably base red. He knows we're green red. We're obviously going to play first because that's the best. This hand's awful. Yeah, I don't think I want to keep this. This hand's actually more playable. Um, so we're okay. Yeah, just waiting for him to pass priority. So he's got his stops set up in like he's got a stop set here. It looks like. He's base red, so he might be playing aggro. It looks like he's playing like an aggro deck. Get in for a lot of early damage. Thankfully, we're on the play though, so we shouldn't take too much before we can probably stabilize. I could play this, or I could accelerate. I think it's better to accelerate, so to discard that for a wild shard. Um, Granted, I could have done that at any time, so it might have been better to wait until the end of his turn to make him think I had like a trick or something, but it's probably not going to matter. Um, and play the Sky Dancer next turn. I do have a card with cost 5 or greater in my hand, so I will be able to get the buff off Sky Dancer, and it should be able to. It's 1/4, so it can hold off pretty much anything he plays. Um, do you like okay? It should be able to hold off anything he plays. I'll probably save that until next turn. That way I can accelerate into 5. Because if I don't draw a shard next turn, then I can activate this and then Predatory Prey something if I really need to. Depends on what he plays for his 3-drop. But it's also probably better just to develop my board instead, and so I'll just pass with 3 mana if I don't have a shard. I find it interesting that he's attacking here. Um, he's got to have like a massive buff spell. What costs 3 that he can play at instant speed? Okay, he's gonna 2-for-1 himself. I'm actually okay with this. Like, it's gonna get lethal, and it's gonna kill mine, but he basically 2-for-1 himself, so. Resource-wise, I'm okay. Probably better just to play Snarling Ambusher end of his turn, and hope we draw into a shard, and then we can activate this and then play the Blade Dancer. That's interesting. He actually is playing. I don't think this card is very good, but if he starts dropping 5-drops on me, then it can be very good. So right before end of turn, we're gonna go ahead and play this. And then if we hit a shard, it doesn't look like we did, so I'll just play this. Just go ahead and trigger the prophecy, which makes the next troop in my deck have the ability to fight something. And I might as well play this too, just to develop my board more, and then swing with the Snarling Ambusher. Get in our first bit of damage. He's at 20, so it's gonna be a while. So here he can start playing 5-drops. Oh, he has one of these as well, it looks like. That's actually interesting. So it's got speed, crush, and steadfast. I think we just end up taking it because I don't want to. If I just double block, then both of my guys die. Um, this is actually really awkward. Um, Wheel troop in my hand, remaining cards in my deck. So I'll pass here, and what I'll do is I'll play the Snarling Ambusher, I think, end of his turn. And then I'll use Predatory Prey to... Does it fight? It does fight. Okay, so I would lose my dude anyway. He's got an interesting deck here. Yeah. So at the start of... Must attack. Okay, so this one having to attack is not too bad. If that's true, what I'll do is I'll just... well, this doesn't have... I could quick cast this... quick cast this, and then double block that. Seems good actually to me. So can double block this, and of course he has to have a pump spell. If he does, then we just get blown out really hard. But we're gonna two for one ourselves there. So we can put this into play and have it battle. That's actually not too bad to do it that way. My mana really sucks. This has defensive, so it can't attack, so I might as well... I don't want to fight this thing. I can kill that anytime, so I'm thinking it's better to reveal troops get +1/+1. I don't have 4 mana. It's actually probably better just get this off the field now, but well, since it has this ability, I can have it fight anything. So I think it's better just to pass and then play Rides of the Tranquil Dream. Like at his end of turn, just play Rites. Plays this, and then we could play... This will get +2/+2 until end of turn, so we can just kill it with the Flamehand Invoker if we really want to. Probably get this one, because we can actually cast it. And hope that we draw a Wild Shard next turn. We could also play this. I could play both of these two. It's actually not too bad. So Cressida's gonna get us to 4 this turn if we really want to. Probably play the Invoker, kill the Rune Ear Elite, and then play the Red Fur Ranger. How about 3/3? I like playing this, and actually I should have done this first. I don't think I can chain it though. I don't think I can chase to it. Yeah, I can't chase to it. So I wonder if he has a pump spell in hand. It looks like he doesn't. Go ahead and use this. Red Fur Ranger. Really hope that we draw a shard. We've seen 2 shards this whole game, really. We only have 3 mana because we discarded the Vastwood, or the Wrathwood Larch. So we got 15 shards left in the deck still. Hoping I see one soon. Okay, that's not too bad. 4 mana 4/4 is pretty decent. So there's a shard. Play this. I could attack with this actually. Yeah, I'll probably swing with this. He'll probably block with the taunter since it's not doing anything. But he might be trying to save it for something else. Either way, we can probably just use Predatory Prey to get rid of it later. Let's crush. It's +2/+2. Fury Seeker. That's pretty good. Has Rage 1. I don't understand why he's not passing priority. Oh, okay, he's resolving this. And I mean, I already passed priority, so I wonder if he's just like reading his own card or if he's. Yeah, the order he's doing this is a little weird. Has speed. Let's see. So I'm gonna want to hit a mana next turn if I can. So that's a 2/3. Pass priority. I could kill the 5/4. This doesn't have crush. But if I don't kill it, then this kills me, so I have to block this one. It's just really annoying not seeing like not seeing any. I've seen what 3 shards this game. Yeah, that's pretty awful. But I think my best shot at winning this. I need to get this off the field if I can. Actually, I don't know if I can swing here. I'm not gonna swing here. I need to get the bomb right off the field. Otherwise, it's gonna kill me. So, yeah, so that one, right? You can activate this. So he's gonna have to play it basically. That's actually really good. But unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna be able to shift that on anything that's gonna be bigger than this. Maybe I should have run 18. See, I have 17 in the deck. I've seen 3. I have 14 left in the deck, so I should see one soon. It's just really awkward, this situation here. It's getting close to where he can play anything big, like a high drop and just kill me with this. So maybe I should have gone up to 18. I mean, that is a possibility. So there's a wild shard. We can play one of these, or we can just kill this thing. I think I have to kill this thing. Um, get rid of this thing so it can't deal damage to us anymore. That way we don't just die to playing with fire. And we can play Blade Dancer and then use Stirring Ovation. Additional become a +5/+5. And we could actually power through this. I think this will work out. So he's going to attack with all of those. I think I'm going to assign blocks like this. He might just have it though. Okay, so he wants to trade here. Does he have another pump spell? Doesn't look like it. I need to activate this, but I fucked up. Yeah. I need to activate that before I go to combat. That way I have 2. And then can play the Stirring Ovation in case he blocks, but it might just be better to wait. So we'll see. If he draws a 5-drop, I just lose. Or a 5-drop or higher. I don't have a way to gain life in this deck, unfortunately. I'm guessing he didn't want to play that card. I might be able to get there just with this, so we'll see. He's got Steadfast. He's probably going to block with the Twisted Haunter. I feel like what he's holding on in hand might be a combat trick. This will be +5. Make it a 9/9, and then it should power through this and then still trample for 5. Or for 7, I mean. Yeah. But now we're out of cards, so if you play something with cost 5 or higher, then we just lose. Thankfully that does not cost 5 or higher. This having Vigilance is just so good. Do I have another elf? I don't have another elf. I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. And it serves as a decent blocker in case I need to block, so. Yeah, so like the ramp is there in my deck, I just didn't see it, I guess. If I swing with both these, do I lose next turn? I probably do. Because I only have 1 blocker and he can shift speed onto something, so I think this is the only thing I can actually attack with. I wonder what that card is he's hanging on to. Whether it's like a combat trick or something. If it's nothing special, then we should be fine, but otherwise, let's see. Can we lethal him this turn? Because we have, if he has one blocker, then I think we get through then. Yeah. I think we do get through if he has one blocker. Because he's at 9, and then this will be more than enough trample here, no matter how he blocks. Okay. So let's see. That game was awkward early on because we didn't see like a third mana from our deck. We got a third mana off the Wrathwood Larch, but we didn't see a third mana from the deck for basically forever. I don't think Tribal Warfare is playable in our decks. We didn't have enough on field. We had to like chump with stuff. Another Fury Indignation actually be good against his deck. Because he runs that 7/2 or whatever. Seeing a Centaur Healer would have also been good. The Smashodon's probably not very good here. I think that's what we'll do. Because he has that 7/2 defensive, so we want more ways to get rid of it. And the Smashodon is not particularly impressive in this matchup. I think it's good to have main board, but for this specific matchup, I don't think it was very good. Of course, we're going to be on the draw. This hand's actually playable. I like this. Even though we don't have red, we've got plenty of draw steps to get to it. So last game we mulliganed to 6 on the play, and we didn't see the third land we were wanting to see for a while. So he always has this. I wonder if he drafted all the Deadeye Rippers, these common speed shift creatures. So here we can play Storm Drummer and then trade it off with the Deadeye Ripper if he tries to attack. And we still got value because Storm Drummer's ability is a prophecy. So it affects the next creature in our deck as opposed to himself or anything that we have in play. If he has a combat trick, we can probably just get out of his hand if he has a combat trick. Okay, so he can't shift the speed onto here, but we can't block this anyway, so. I wonder if he's going to attack. Because we're obviously going to make the trade if he attacks, but he probably wants to save the speed shift. Right, so I can have Skydancer battle his Deathmask Assailant next turn, thanks to the Prophecy ability. So that'll be good. And the Skydancer also fixes our mana, which probably that was a bad idea last game to block the Skydancer because it did screw us. Like we're running 17 because we are assuming. Okay, this card's just awful because of its defense. But we ran 17 because we were assuming we had enough mana ramp, just like the creatures. But I sacked a creature off, or I lost a creature to a 2-for-1. So that might have not have been the best plan to do that. Might have been better to just take that one hit and then try to play through it. But we were able to win in the end. So I'm gonna play this and get rid of the Deathmask Assailant. And then we're not gonna attack because he has a 4/1, and I want to be able to chump it if I can. I could drop one of these, but it's not very good if he has a 4/1 to block. So it's probably better to play this on curve and then play the Stargazer instead. Oh, I guess we're gonna have 5 anyway, so... Or do I have 6? I don't know if we have 5 or 6. Let's see, if we play this, we go to 5. We activate this. Oh, we can't activate it. That's right. Go ahead and play this just to develop our board and also to um, plus whatever is in our deck that we draw next. If we get a red, we can use the Fury Indignation on the Scraptooth Cackler. He's got a Blade Dancer. I'll probably just use Predatory Prey to kill the Blade Dancer then. Because he's not going to have, he doesn't have the mana for a combat trick. So that's a guaranteed kill for sure. And we can't even play our Blade Dancer because we don't have a red source. He's not going to attack? Does he fear like the 1 mana or something? Just kind of play defensively until we get a red source. Getting a red source might be hard, considering we only run 17. And I've seen 3. Okay, so he's gonna make something attack next turn. So if we get a red source, then we can burn it. If not, we'll have to probably use Stirring Ovation on it. We don't control a troop with cost 5 or greater though. Okay, well Stargazer I could care less about, to be honest. I actually want the Sky Dance a little bit more, because getting that 5th mana when we don't actually have like actual 5 mana is pretty relevant to me. And this must attack, but we have a combat trick, so I'm going to see what he blocks with on the decision whether to save it or not. Because I think we can hit a red drop, or like a red cost card. Is he going to like... Yeah, he's going to 2-for-1 himself to get rid of this. I'm okay with that. We're already ahead on card advantage. It allows me to save my my combat tricks, because combat tricks aren't going to save that anyway from lethal. So I just need to get a red, and then we can burn through the Twisted Taunter. We can actually attack with the Troubadour. If we can get rid of the Twisted Taunter, we can attack with the Troubadour, because we have Stirring Ovation, or Oration as it's called. And you can't attack with this, because we have a 1-1, which is a little sad, but that's why I don't think you pick a 3 mana 4-1. Just for body, I think. Yeah. And we can flash in the Ambusher at the end of his turn to really develop our board. And then if I can get rid of this with Fury Indignation, then I don't really care about the 4-1. I can deal with that pretty easily. Go and flash this in. So there's a Ruby Shard. We should be able to get rid of the Twisted Taunter now. I think my game is lagging because I'm definitely clicking this. Okay, so this should let me swing in. Or rather, I can play the Blade Dancer and still swing. I don't swing with that, I don't think. Swing with all of these. And then I can Stirring Oration whatever he attempts to kill with the block, which will probably be this one. I'm swinging for 15 here. 4, 8, 12. Yeah, 15. Just gonna block that one. Yeah, I think I'll save it because whatever he has in his hand is probably not a creature, so it's better to save this to keep my dudes on board, and then um, unless he has his own combat trick, he might, but I don't know if it actually beats what I have here, because then I'm just left with like a ridiculously strong board state. And I'm threatening to kill him next turn with just what I have on board. If he concedes, then that means he didn't draw anything. But this might actually be able to save him. Oh, that's what he's holding on to? Okay, well I'm not really worried then if that's what he's holding on to, because we can swing with our whole team, and that should be lethal. Because he has 2 blocks. I presume he's going to block the 2 biggest ones that don't have trample. 7, 8, 9. Okay, I guess we don't have it because we have 2. If he blocks these 2, then we have, yeah, we have 9, which is not enough. But I still think we swing in with everything anyway. Just put on the pressure. And he basically has to chump these 2. Because they don't have trample. Or crush, as it's called in this game. And then he lives... Okay, well, doesn't he... Does he die with this? Yeah, he does. With that block, he dies. So he probably wasn't going to win after that board state anyway. But it's probably best to play just safe anyway. Just to see what your card is. Yeah, so that was game 1. That was game 1 of the draft. We'll be doing game 2 in about a minute. But I'll do that as a separate video, so thank you for watching if you have, and I'll see you in the next match.